Hi there guys, today I'm going to show you how to play Dunkelheit by Burzum. So the song is in E standard tuning, but it is tuned slightly higher in pitch. So I'm going to go through each and every string, just so you know that you can tune up to the video, so you're sure that your guitar is in tune as well. I'm going to play every part of the song. I'm just going to play every part of the song, but I'm also going to play everything without distortion and with distortion, so you can hear what I'm playing more clearly, but you can also hear how it sounds with a bit of a black metal tone. So, without further ado, I'm going to give you the correct pitch of all the strings. I need to put my volume up first, of course. Or more slowly. So make sure your guitar is tuned to this pitch as well, or it won't sound as close as it does on the record. So without further ado, let's get into the video, into the song. So keep in mind, I'm not the best guitar player in the world. I'm especially not as good as Vark, but I'm going to try my best to teach you guys the songs. So the first chord we're going to use in the song is a 7 on the A fret and a 9 on the D fret, and with an open G in the end. Then we're going to move down one fret. Then we're going to move down to the 2nd fret. And we're going to play it at around this tempo. But now we're going to move up 2 frets. And then back to the 6th fret. Which makes... That is what one guitar plays. I'm not sure whether it is left or right. But either way, the other guitar just plays the exact same, but just the chord part. And then we're going to pick through each and every string, except for the low E string, while keeping the chord shape. On the 7th fret, I mean. Then we're going to go down to the 3rd fret. And then we're going to go into the main guitar riff, which is basically my favorite guitar riff of all time. So it is a bit difficult because it does involve a bit of a bar chord, but you can also choose not to play the bar chord part and just use the power chords as if you're a doom metal guitar player or something. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bar on the 3rd fret, and we're going to use 2 fingers on the one finger on the A fret, on the 5th fret of the A string, I mean, and on the 5th fret of the D string, which makes this chord. And we're just going to strum the first 3 strings. Just that. Then we're going to move down 1 fret. Then we're going to go like, I don't know how to call it. I think it's a bit of like a flamenco sounding guitar style. We're just going to do that. Which is like the bar part on the 2nd fret. So together, in slow motion, it should sound something like... Then we're going to go back to the 3rd fret. And then we're going to do the same as we did before, like the flamenco sounding style. We're going to do that with an E minor, which is when you put one finger on the second fret of the A string and one finger on the second fret of the D string. So that sounds like. And then up to speed, it should sound something like. Yeah, I bet you didn't really hear that guitar riff in the actual song, right? But with distortion, the part I'm going to play all the parts that we learned just now with distortion, so you kind of get a bit of a feel for the intro of the song. That is how you basically play the intro of the song and the main guitar riff. So after a while, when Vark starts singing, you're going to play the first part of the main guitar riff, which is. Then we're going to the 3rd fret and then to the 5th fret. So together that sounds something like. We're going to repeat that for, I think, 2 times. Then we're just going back into the main guitar riff as it was before. So eventually he goes to the part where, well, with my best black metal vocals, it's something like, suddenly life has new meaning. And for that part, we're just going to play the power part, the power chord part of the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, and the E minor, which should sound something like. And then Vark plays a solo, which I'm going to teach you in just a sec. But first, the guitars left and right play this part. Which is, it starts out on the 3rd fret with like the bar power chord thing. And then we're going to the 5th fret. Then to the 8th fret. To the 7th. To the E minor. Together that makes. Then he goes back into the main guitar part, and then he goes back to the 2 times, and then back to the main guitar part. Then he keeps going with the main guitar part until like a bridge or an interlude part. I don't know what you want to call it, but either way, this is how well the variations of the main guitar riff sound like with distortion. that is what we just learned. So then we're going to go into the solo part. I've looked into it a bit, and there are a few different opinions on how you should play the solo. Some people think you should play it on the open E string. But I personally like to play it on the 9th fret of the G string. So we're going to learn it my way, but you can basically apply the same thing to the open E string and just do the same kind of thing I'm going to show you right now. So we're going to start out on the 9th fret of the G string. Then we're going to play the 12th fret to the 11th fret of the G string. Then we're back to the 12th fret, then back to the 9th fret, which is... Then we're going back to 12, to 11, to 14, 17, 16, and I think back to 9, which makes... And we're going to play that for 2 times, I think. So what I did there was 12th to 11th, and then we're going 11, 12, 11, and 12 on the D string, I think. Which is 11, 12, 11, 12 on D, and then back to the 9 on the G. So just so you're not confused, this is like the part we learned so far. Oh, sorry. Then we're going back to the 11th, then to 14, then to 12. Wait. And that's basically every part of the solo, but he plays the first part 2 times, I believe, then the second part 2 times, the first part 2 times, and second part 2 times. So we have a little bit of delay. Let me just plug in my delay pedal real quick. That's it. We have a little bit of delay and a whole fucking lot of distortion. It should sound something like this. Excuse me if the guitar sounds really, really bad, but remember, it's black metal and the recording probably sounds worse. That is how you play the solo. So after he's done with the solo, he plays through the 7th fret chord again, but then he moves his index finger up to the 8th fret and he lifts the rest of his fingers, and then he goes back to the 7th fret. So that makes... So when he transitions back to the 7th, he skips over 1 string on the bottom here, and he plays a slide from the 8th back to the 7th. So, as I said, that sounds something like. And then when the drums and everything kick in, he plays basically the same thing, but the chord moves to the 2nd fret. And then he keeps all his fingers on the same place, except for his index finger, which he moves from the 2nd to the 3rd fret. Then he goes back with a little slide, and he plays through the strings again. So together it should sound something like. Something like that. And then he repeats this part again. And afterwards he goes back to. And after he's done playing that, he moves into this part. Which is a power chord on the 2nd fret, which means 2nd fret of the E string and the 4th fret on the A and the D string. And then he picks through everything again, except he skips like the high E string, I think. And then he lifts up his index finger, with which he does the power chord, and he moves it up to the 2nd fret of the A string. With the power chord, back to the 1st fret, and then the E minor. So what we just learned after the solo part with distortion should sound something like this. And that, my friends, is how you play Dunkelheit by Burzum. I hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. I'm just going to go through every part we just learned really quickly with a ton of distortion like before, and then I'm going to end out the video. So this is basically what we learned so far. So that is how you play Dunkelheit by Burzum. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you would like to. Nothing is mandatory. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I hope you guys found it easy to learn the song with me. And if you have any requests for other black metal songs maybe, or just metal in general, or maybe some indie songs as well, which I also like to play, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And I hope to see you with my next video. Bye bye!